Hi, so I'm going to put my dial on a 4 right now. And the first thing that we're going to do is cook the longaniza. Longaniza is a Spanish sausage, usually comes from the Dominican Republic, and it comes in a packet of 10 ounces. You can find this in any kind of Spanish supermarket. I don't use all of it, obviously. I would definitely say for the amount that I cut, I measured about the length of my cutting board here. That's the length of the sausage that I cut. The rest I stored it away, and then I took the sausage and cut it in chunks, and then I cut them in half so you can see where that's at. So we're gonna put this here. If you don't want to use longaniza, you can also use any other type of ham. If you like sausage in your arroz con gandules. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking this. To this, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And 1 tablespoon of garlic. I'm going to cover this so that the heat will start cooking the sausage. I'll leave this covered for about 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and lower this down to a 2. You can see the sausage is browned a bit. Now I'm going to add 1 can of gandules. I'm going to do my first round of adobo. I'm going to bring the dial back up between a 4 and a 3. One spoonful of sofrito. We're going to stir this around, and I want the gandules to take the flavor of the sausage and the sofrito and the adobo. So I'm going to put this between a 3 and a 2. I'm going to cover it, and we're going to cook this for another 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken stock. I'm adding the ratio that I'm going to use on my rice. So 1 cup and a third for each cup. Okay. Let me give that a stir. I'm gonna add 2 packets of Sazon with Culantro y Achiote. And I'm going to add a half a can of tomato sauce, but let me taste it first. So I want to see what the flavor is at. Need to add a little bit more adobo, so I'm going to go another round. Go another round. So far it's been 3 rounds, because remember I put 1 round over the gandules, and then this is 2 rounds here, and then I'm adding half a can of the tomato sauce. We're going to stir this around. And I'm going to bring up the dial now so that the water can start boiling. Has good flavor, so I'll leave it at that. To speed up the process of getting the water to a boil, I'm just going to put the lid on and I'll untop it and we'll continue from there. Okay, so my water's boiling. I'm going to go ahead and add my bay leaves. I usually add 4 to 5 depending on the sizes of the leaves. Okay, now again, remember I'm cooking this on a non-stick, so now that it's boiling on a 6, I am going to lower it down to a 3, and I'm adding my 2 cups of long grain rice. Cook this obviously till the water evaporates down, and then cover it, and then you'll cook it for another 20 to 30 minutes depending on the texture of your rice. Make sure that halfway through, like 15 minutes into it after you've topped it, go through it and turn it so it can get air, and cover it back again and continue the cooking. Again, 20 to 30 minutes covered once the water evaporates. So my rice has been cooking for 30 minutes. In the last 5 minutes of it, I did add the sliced red peppers that are in oil, which are these. So I added a few for garnishment. This is your final dish. We're gonna go ahead and plate it. So here you have plated your final dish. Arroz con gandules, rice with pigeon peas. Gonna go ahead and give it a taste. Grab some of the sausage. This is delicious. The rice is nice and flaky. It's not salty at all. Remember, you don't need the sausage if you don't want to. Some people make it without any kind of ham or pork sausage. You can just omit the meat if you don't want to use the sausage, but I like to add it in there. And if I don't have the sausage, then I usually add 2 packets of ham seasoning to it. But again, this is delicious. I hope you enjoy this recipe as much as I do. Happy cooking.